Another update for the Iliad, and once again, I've read pretty much 100 pages since last time, which brings me to two-thirds of the way into the book. And the reason I didn't update in a while is because, once again, there wasn't that much to talk about. We were still, despite the Greeks being on the back foot and about to be defeated and all this stuff, uh, you didn't really get the sense of that from the writing because we had this seesawing back and forth of who was winning and this guy killed this guy killed this guy sort of writing that to me reminds me of those sections of the Bible that are like so and so begat so and so over and over and over and over again. So I was kind of going cross-eyed just waiting for the big moment to happen where Patroclus famously rides out and the whole plot changes. Now I guess I can spoil it here because I kind of have to in order to talk about it. But it finally happened at the end of book 16, so I'm now up to book 17. Patroclus rides out with Achilles' armor pretending to be him in order to scare the shit out of the Trojans, because the Trojans know that Achilles is next to invincible, and while he does this, he dies. So now Achilles, who is Patroclus' best buddy, is going to get so furious that he's going to finally stop moping two-thirds of the way into this gigantic story and go out and start just destroying the Trojans. So hopefully now the story is going to change away from this holding pattern that it's been stuck in since the start. So I already knew that this was coming, right? Back when I was in art university, we would break a lot of paintings down into their full context of what they were about and whatever. So we looked at The Death of Patroclus by Jacques-Louis David, and that's where I learned about it. But even though I knew it was coming, I was surprised at the way it played out in a few ways. One way is that it's Achilles' idea to send Patroclus out like this, which is so weird to me because Achilles' grudge is supposed to be so overwhelming that he doesn't want to help the Greeks in any way. But here he is putting the armor on Patroclus and being like, oh, you go ride out in my place and this will help the Greeks and it'll protect the ships and all this. And it's like, well, if you want all these things, and if you want Patroclus to be safe and for this to be successful, why don't you just go out and fight? After all, you're the stronger warrior, and you know that. The other thing is that Patroclus gets found out really quickly. But anyway, aside from that, I'm just sitting here hoping that this breaks up the monotony and the cyclical nature of this story so far. I totally understand now why people usually start with reading the Odyssey as opposed to this. But anyway, wish me luck going into the rest of it.